Live right now.
We're
We are live right
live.
now. Welcome. We'll give everybody a time to come in here, but we getting in. We reading natal charts today, people. We getting
Let's
spiritual.
go.
We getting spiritual.
We diving in. Let's go.
Yeah. So give me.
Over 30.
So let me share it. I'm gonna share it so more people can see it. But man, we learning about the self today. We learning about self today. This is the science of self.
Astrology. The science
Yeah.
of self. Astrology.
Yeah.
Natal
Yeah.
charts, birth charts from your one and only.
Yes. The over 30 holistic expert. But everybody ain't got them on their podcast. Everybody ain't got holistic experts. We got a holistic expert in the building. And we're gonna be breaking y'all down. Now, some of y'all niggas may be too scared to understand yourself. I know how that could be. Um, but ultimately, we all gonna learn something. I'm gonna get mine read tonight, so y'all may learn more about me that I actually feel comfortable with. But
Oh,
uh,
they about to
I
know some
will.
stuff. Let me see.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice my comfortability for the show. You know what I mean? I'll sacrifice my comfortability for the show. So let me get it shared real quick. Um,
Hey, we should have
Now
played
look,
music or something.
I know you on your phone, but you do gotta. I know you still gotta share it. So this is what we're gonna do. I'll go
Okay.
ahead, hold it down real quick.
Okay.
Um, you'll be able to go to the page, go ahead, share it, and then because I know with the way the stream yard work, it messes up. So you go ahead and do that. Go ahead, share it, come back
Okay.
in, and then we'll get right into it.
Bet.
All right. So let me get it shared, and y'all come in, man. Y'all go ahead and come in and get your natal chart read. Come get your natal chart read. Come understand yourself for your benefit. All you need is your birthday and your time of date or your time of birth, and we're gonna get you cracking. But we got other topics today. I got an important announcement. I mean, I already made the announcement for those that know if you know me, but we'll be getting more into that into our advice portion of the Over 30 podcast. You know, so get that just a second to get off. But yeah, man, y'all come in. As y'all come in, y'all make sure y'all share it. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, show love. We just now getting into our this with my new host, and I want to showcase her skills. I want to give her the ability, show what she got. I mean, because again, the reason why we having this conversation at all is because the phenomenon is that Black women are into this. They're starting to expand their mind when it comes to understanding who they are and all of them type of things. So as brothers, I mean, I think we all need to be on the same page. And I'm using this as an opportunity for us to all be on the same page. All right, so we'll give it a second, and she come back in, and then we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. It's a little history. It's always history that needs to be understood, right? When it comes to a natal charts, I know people got their own way of thinking, but we're gonna understand where the history of natal charts before we start speaking to them. I mean, but we also gonna talk about Black men today. We having conversations about Black men today, and happiness. We asking a question. The over 30 question of the week is about Black men and happiness, and we're gonna get into it. Black men happiness in relationships is enough of a focus. We're gonna get into it. As soon as the sister's able to come back on, y'all give it just a second. Y'all give it just a second. But we in here though. Over 30 podcast. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend every Tuesday. I know we running a little late. I know how it go. We run a little late. We supposed to be on the 7. We had to get some things cracking. Uh Teisha's youngin, her daughter. It was her birthday. So happy birthday to the youngin. So we had to get her
Get them
straight,
back.
her off to celebrate festivities. And we in here. She said she came back to drop out, but we about to get it in. We about to get it in as soon as she come back. And if you want to get your natal chart read, if you want to be understood, let me know. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. If you want to understand yourself as a bigger person, and look, I know how y'all niggas is gonna come. I know how y'all think. I know how y'all gonna be. This ain't witchcraft, niggas. You're not gonna go to hell if you get your natal chart read.
You're not gonna go. What did I
You're
walk
not gonna go
into?
to hell. Well, you know, I mean, because I just want to go ahead and prepare people for the conversation, because you know
Yeah.
people don't really fully understand. They don't really fully understand everything that they capable of, right? You
If
know,
you
they get
don't,
scared and
yeah,
traditions,
yeah,
those types
that's
of things.
yeah,
Shout out to
that's
Toya.
not important.
Shout out to Toya. She put hers in the chat. Hey, we need your time of birth as well, sis.
We
We
need
need
your
your time
time
of
of
birth
birth.
as
That is
well.
very imperative. Very imperative. Any astrologer would tell you you need that. That is very imperative. I won't even be able to read it if I don't have your time. Honestly, just give you a
Yeah.
brief.
So get them times of birth, and you got time because we're gonna get into my natal chart. All right, like I said.
Call your mom. Call your dad.
Oh,
Call
she got
someone.
it. She got it. We already
Oh,
got one. We
okay.
already got one in the chat. We already got one in the chat. Shout
She
out to
ready.
Toya G. Shout out. Hey, make sure if you following the Over 30 podcast, you gotta be following the Chop Up as well. Me, Toya, George, consciously we get it in, and so that's a part of it's we all family, right? We all podcast family. So now let's go ahead and get into it. We read in natal charts, people.
We
We
reading them.
read in natal charts, and I'm excited. I'm scared. Um, I'm a pray. I'm a pray afterwards because I don't know how Jesus feels about somebody using the stars to understand me.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So,
Jesus, all right with it. Jesus
right.
good with it. He told
but
me he
let's
was
get it.
good with it.
But let's get into it. Let's get into it. So now, before
All
you
right.
read my natal chart, before you get into my shit specifically, I want a little history. I need to know a little bit of the background, and maybe
Okay.
this can help people feel better on people embracing astrology. So
Uh-huh.
talk to the people, give them a little breakdown on where the natal chart comes from, a little history from your research. Let it be
Okay.
known.
All right. So I'm Teisha Marie, and so basically I want to give you guys a brief breakdown. I'm gonna keep it light of the history and how the natal charts is basically formed and basically how you can read one. So um first I want to just talk about like the heavens, which is the sky. This is just basically the brief overview of natal readings for any astrologer. First, we're going to talk about our galaxies. There's billions and billions and billions of galaxies, and we are in one galaxy called the Milky
Hmm.
Way galaxy. Everybody is familiar with that. We're in the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah, if y'all know
Now,
that we talking fourth, fifth grade science.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
in that Milky Way galaxy, there is millions and billions and billions of stars. So we have one star which 9 planets orbit around, and that
Hmm.
is the sun.
That's the sun. I'm
So,
learning.
in
I mean, well,
that,
I knew that. I knew that part. I knew that part.
so with that being said, the 9 planets is Earth, you have Saturn, you have Uranus, you have Neptune, you have Mercury, you have Venus, you have Mars, you have Jupiter, and you have Pluto.
Hmm.
Pluto, they eradicated Pluto as a planet, but any type of astrologer,
It's a
not
name.
modern
It's a heavenly
astrologers,
body.
yeah, it's still a
Yeah.
heavenly body and they still consider it a planet. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, with there being billions and billions and billions of stars, they have constellations. Now, there are
Hmm.
88 constellations in the Milky Way, known constellations.
Okay. Now, I know what constellations is, but let the people know when you're talking about constellations, what is a constellation?
Constellations is nothing but a group of stars. A
Okay.
group of stars is a constellation. So, with that being said, the zodiac is the primary main constellations that astrologers look at. The zodiac
Okay.
makes up of 12 stars, which is an alignment around the earth
Uh,
on the day you're born. So, with that being said, we have the earth that
mm-hmm.
orbits around the sun, and then the earth has its own moon that orbits around the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, the earth is also sitting on the axis that rotates, and the axis is in the north and the south pole. With
Got you.
that being said, The Earth is orbiting, the moon is orbiting, all the planets is orbiting around the sun. You got
Uh-huh.
galaxies, you got the universe, you got the stars. Everything is in motion, right?
Right.
So, bam, on the day you were born, you can
Right.
take a snapshot. It's like the heavens pause. Everything pauses. The 12
Yeah.
zodiacs and
Yeah.
the earth pause. Bam.
That's
Now,
kind of poetic. That's kind of poetic. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. Who'd you steal that from? Who'd you steal that from?
that's
Where'd you
me.
get that?
That's
She
me. Hey,
said,
that's
she said,
original.
so
That's
the day
original.
you was born. All right, so to be
Yeah.
clear, when we understand in astrology, the day you
Okay.
were born, right? As you came out, you popped out,
Bam. Popped
right?
out.
The skies took a snapshot. That
They
snapshot
took a
at that
snapshot.
exact
Bam.
moment.
That exact moment,
Yeah.
subjective to the day you were born,
Down to the minute.
down to the minute,
Yeah.
took a picture and said,
Yeah.
bam, this is personally for you. Now you are made up of characteristics and values and aspects of who you are personally
Uh-huh.
based off of those 12 zodiac that orbits the earth.
Okay. Okay. That's next level. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
Like that
all
was a
right,
little you it was some game.
all right,
You know what
all
I'm
right,
saying?
all
It was poetic. You feel me?
right.
Like that snapshot that makes sense, right? Boom. Life is created, and the way
Bam.
that the universe is aligned is how life
Hmm.
is created.
Hmm.
Now, the natal chart.
Now, the snapshot of the heavens, the solar system, is
Mm-hmm.
created and translated to a actual graph, a grid. Um, the grid is basically your it's like a pie chart graph deal of your natal reading. Then you also have it in layman's terms set out for you on a actual website. Any website you can do a graph. They will generate a graph for you. You can do it yourself as well, but it's
Yeah,
easier to get on a website
we
and
have some.
generate a graph. And you basically put in your time of birth, your place of birth, and your date of birth, and it will generate the graph or the snapshots of the heavens on the day you was born.
Got you.
So
Okay.
that being said, you have 12 astrology signs, which start with Aries being the first sign, and it ends with Pisces being the last sign. So you have
Okay.
Aries, you have Taurus, you have Gemini, you have Cancer, you have Leo, you have Virgo, you have Libra, you have Scorpio, you have Sagittarius, you have Capricorn, you have Aquarius, and then you have Pisces being
So
your
you've
last zodiac
memorized
sign.
these. You memorized these. 'Cause
Yes,
on God,
absolutely.
I could probably name like five.
You know,
Probably like the wild ones. Probably like the wild ones, like
wow.
Sagittarius, Capricorn. You know what? I mean, and we could thank Tyrese, right? Like if it wasn't for Tyrese, I wouldn't know anything
Right.
about.
Hey,
You know
or
what I'm saying?
Beyonce.
What was Beyonce talking about?
Beyonce. She
Beyonce
did a
something.
song, a zodiac song, to sing.
Signs.
You gotta
Oh,
be up
oh,
on
you know,
that.
you right. You
Yeah.
right. You right. You right.
Mm-hmm.
You right. You right. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I ain't a part of the Beehive, but it's some bangers. She got some
Hey,
bangers. So
the
so it's 12 zodiac
12
align with,
zodiac
you know what I'm saying, align with like the 12 like months.
month. Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
actually, that goes along the months. They are about 30 days for
A
each
piece.
zodiac. Yes.
Okay.
And we they range from like I said, from Aries to Pisces.
Got
Then
you.
in each zodiac is broken into elements, which is fire, air, earth, and water. each
Okay.
each zodiac. It's three zodiacs per element. Then you have in each zodiac is a cardinal, mutable, or fixed. So it tells whether it
What?
tells whether it's
Yeah,
an initiator,
cardinal,
cardinal,
mutable, or
mutable, or
fixed.
fixed. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Then it goes further to tell whether it's a negative or positive charge.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and then it goes
That's
to
a
say
little,
whether it's a
that's specific
masculine
as
or
hell.
feminine zodiac, which is water and earth is feminine, and fire and air is masculine.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right. So I think the best way for us to really understand it is to get into it.
Let's get into
Let's get
it
into it.
then.
Now, listen,
I,
I want to say this. I'm putting myself out there for y'all. I want the people to understand. I feel like I'm seeing sisters really like on this natal chart. Even I introduced Teisha to my wife, and the first thing they was like,
yeah.
"Oh, girl, natal charts and apps and all of this." I'm like, "Yo, when did
Hey,
this happen?" You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
conversation
When did
piece.
this happen?
It's
Y'all, I don't
definitely a
know. Yeah,
conversation piece.
yeah, it's but y'all switched up and didn't really let niggas know y'all was switching up like this. No, I'm for real. Sisters really went in this direction of we doing natal charts. It was just this birthday question. You was like, damn, she nice. Like she gonna give me something? Like we gonna go out? She gonna plan something already? That's cute. You feel me? That's cute.
Why
But
you
now,
on my
like
birthday?
we planning everything out on that. So for us to get a full understanding, I'm gonna put myself on the limb for my people. Y'all are welcome. We gonna
Let
start
there
with
be a
my natal
good,
chart.
the bad, and the ugly.
We're gonna start with my natal chart. All right. Now I'm supposed to be a Scorpio. All right, my birthday is November 14th. I was born in 1987. Now, when I first started thinking about doing this show, I'm like, damn, will people really want to give up their birthday and when they was born? And I was like, nigga, Facebook tell people your birthday every year.
It do.
you,
And I
you know what
and
I'm
I be
saying?
sneaking doing y'all charts too.
Hey, so just so y'all know, if y'all ever seen Teisha looking at you like, girl, I knew you was gonna say that. She stole your birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
She probably she
already.
found some slick way to steal your birth time.
Yes, yes,
Look, so
yes.
we're gonna get
I
into
be,
it though.
yeah.
Uh my natal chart. All right, so we already got it pulled up. Like you said, we utilize these websites. Let me go ahead and pull them up right now.
The
Uh
website we're using is Astro Chart. That's one of the that's a good one. I like Astro Charts. I like Cafe Astrology. They got CoStar. They got a lot of great ones. It's a lot of great ones. I mean, you have to be understanding of some of them because some of them give wrong details. It's a lot of things about them. You have to really
you
be
gotta you
knowledgeable
gotta have
on.
that, you what's the biblical word? Discernment. You gotta have that
Discernment,
discernment.
that's good.
Yeah,
Yes, you definitely have to have discernment. You have to have
yeah.
or what they call the modern girl call female intuition.
Yeah, nah, I don't trust that shit.
You
That
know,
shit is dangerous. I don't trust that shit at all.
research you.
Yo, all right, so we here, man. This is me. This is me. This is my birthday. And you don't want to steal my identity. I'm telling you, it's not gonna help you. Here we are. This is what a natal chart looks like, correct? Or the graph
Yeah,
portion.
go up on the left side. Remember I was
Yeah,
telling
this
show the
side right
graph
here.
and then yeah, and then
Yeah,
show the sun, moonrise, and all that
yeah.
stuff.
All right, so
All right,
let
cool.
me know in the chat. Make sure y'all able to see this. If I'll zoom in, how I can. But this is my natal chart. I was born
Uh-huh.
November 14th, 1987. Yes, I will be 33 this year in some coming months. But here we are, my natal chart. So let's start with the first. Let's go ahead and start from the top. Right, the sun.
All
What
right.
does the sun? What does the sun sign reflect?
All right. So your sun sign. You are a 21 degree Scorpio. So basically, what I want you guys to know first and foremost is there are 12 houses associated with the chart as well. But I'm not going to get into the houses because I like to read the personality first and the characteristics of the person as opposed to the characteristics of the house and the personality of the house. I do it in conjunction with natal charts when I do originally read them, but it can be very long. So we're going to keep it very light today. So just want to say that, give that disclaimer out. Um, so anyway, so he have a Scorpio sun now. Everybody knows about the Scorpios. It's a
No, we don't. I
stigma.
don't know shit about
It's a
no
stigma
Scorpio.
around the Scorpios. If you ain't never heard about the Scorpios, you will know now because he got deep Scorpio in his chart. So let me give you
Hey,
an
I don't
understanding
like
of
that
the
connotation. I don't like that connotation at all.
he got a lot. No, but anyway, listen, look. I want to give y'all an understanding of the planets first. So we have the sun, which is the solar. They call it the solar sign. Astrologers will call it the solar sign. Sun means soul, which is how the solar system was actually named after the sun, because
Hmm.
all the planets orbit around the sun. So
Right.
we're talking sun. Your sun is basically your basically who you are when you initially meet someone, like the person you are when you first meet people. And then after you get comfortable, you really go graduate into your moon sign, basically.
Okay.
And your moon is just your deepest, darkest desires, who you are in your intimate, most personal settings. When you
Hey,
take off
hold
your
on.
mask,
Wait. We going that deep?
You're
Oh
you're
no.
more you're
Oh,
more your you're more your moon sign than you are your sun sign. Let me just tell you that now. Any astrologer will tell you that you're more your moon sign than your moon sign is more important and prominent than your sun sign. And there's a lot of reasons why. But
okay.
anyway, your moon sign display who you are in front of anyone, and you are a 5-degree Virgo. We're gonna come back to that. Um, then you have your Mercury. Your Mercury is just your communication and your intellect. How you think, how you basically talk, how you drive, how you deal with technology, how you deal with um, conflict. I mean, it's just everything, just basically whether you fast thinker, slow thinker, you really smart or, really slow and process and methodical to things. It's just all about your intellect and your communication. However you communicate, technology wise, or just verbally and audibly, this
Okay.
is what that planet rules,
Okay.
the characteristics of that planet.
Okay.
And then you have your Venus. Now, your Venus is your love language. A lot of astrologers call it the love language. I don't really like to call it the love language. I, really like to call it your emotional aspect of love. Now, you have a physical
I
aspect
don't
of
want
love, and you
people to
have an
know my love
emotional.
language.
You have an emotional aspect of love. Now, Venus is a very prominent planet in your chart. It's basically how you find your mate, how you deal with love and affection and emotions, and how
What?
you're attracted to the arts and the beauties and the
What's
whatever,
happening
like
right now?
style and fashion and all these things, the foods you it's just all your emotional side. And I think it's more of your abstract um side of love. Then you
Yeah.
have your Mars, which is your aggression, your sexual nature, your physical aspect of love. It's a masculine energy, so it gives that physical aspect of love. It's your tangible aspect of love. It tells how you like to get down in the bedroom.
Okay. So let's start there. Okay, let's
You
start there.
understand?
Well, no. Well, I'm saying in terms of those, because what we got the Mars.
Yeah.
We got from Sun to Mars
Uh-huh.
so far.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
Actually,
so
that's a
let's.
good place to start because these are called the inner planets. From the sun to the Mars, it's called inner planets. This is your inner emotions. So this is perfect
Okay,
to start.
okay. So check this out. Let's start with Let's start with my son. So we'll get through these for me, but we do got a couple in the chat that I want to get to. I want to give everybody. Hey, and if you down to get your natal chart read, um, just put it in the chat. Birthday and time of date. We're not like listen. Ain't nobody trying to steal y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? Again,
Facebook could give it to me anyway.
anyway, and hey, and if y'all here because of Teisha, she probably already read y'all shit.
I'm
So
sure I did. I'm listen. That's my favorite pastime. So
exactly.
I'm getting
So
to know
let's
my friends.
so let's get it in. We're gonna start with the sun being in the Scorpio. So you said the
Scorpio.
sun is the reflection of when you first meet me. When I
Yeah.
step out the crib, I'm my
Yeah.
son. You know what I'm
You're the
saying?
sun. Yeah.
What does it mean for my Scorpio to be in my
So
sun, or my son to be in Scorpio?
so listen, Scorpios are very, very, very aggressive. Now, you talking about intellect and funny combined. I mean, it's very difficult even for me to
You
find
know,
someone that's intellectual and funny. Is always either or. However, Scorpio has all around intellect. I'm talking about arguably the most intellectual zodiac sign of the zodiac, like the most,
duh,
you know. But
duh.
they just have it's different type of intellect. Obviously, people, if you want to look up intellect, it's different type of intellects. But Scorpio rules the all around intellect. But Scorpios have obviously a dark side. It's the stigma, but it's not too much of a dark side. It's just that a lot of people don't really understand Scorpio. So, being a Scorpio sun, you display basically characteristics of being intellectual. You like to look into the esoterics, like the things that people probably won't be interested in, you will be interested in.
I'm fucking with it. I'm
The
fucking with all
things
of it.
that you the things that you talk about when you speak, you're very passionate on it. You know what you're talking about. You passionate and you own it. You don't stay away from it. Um, Scorpios have a very high sex drive, so
Nah, we ain't gonna talk
probably
about. I ain't gonna say all that.
probably think about sex a little more than a normal zodiac sign.
Get out my
Scorpios
business.
are very possessive, so being that you're a Scorpio, you're probably like man, like a friend or family member, you are ride or die because Scorpios are possessive. They do not like it. When you see a scorpion, an actual scorpion, they will sting the hell out of you if you get in their proximity. And that
Yo,
is a
what it sound like?
Scorpio.
If y'all know me in the chat, does it sound like am I that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Do I have the dark side that she's speaking of?
Oh
You know
man.
what I mean? It makes him.
Scorpios
Yeah.
Scorpios tend to be very spiritual, even whether or not it's religious or, like I said, esoterics. They want to get into some type of spirituality. I mean, you probably have never met a Scorpio that wasn't somewhat spiritual, had some type of spiritual connotation about them, some type of spirituality. Scorpios are very funny. You talk about quick, funny. They are very funny. A Scorpio will make you laugh like no other. Like
Look,
Scorpio will
look.
gut
If you're
wrench your
trying to
laugh.
compliment me, I got you the first couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Anyway, all right. So now we're gonna move to your moon sign. Now
okay,
you
moon.
are
Okay,
a
because I've heard a
Virgo
lot of the.
moon.
I've heard a lot of the Scorpio stuff. I've heard a lot of the Scorpio shit.
Absolutely,
I've
yes.
heard that.
So,
So
like
now
I
this Virgo,
said,
I don't know shit about Virgos. I don't know nothing about
now
Virgos.
like I said, Scorpio, I'm sorry, Scorpio is a water sign. Virgo is an earth sign. Is your intellectual earth sign. As not saying all the other earth signs are not intellectual, but there are more signs that more so focus on the intellect, and the other signs focus on other things that they're great at. So,
Okay.
um, Virgos are more intellectual because they are very methodical and tactical, meaning they're very process thinkers and they think in order. They're very orderly and they say Virgos like OCD. They like everything planned out in order. Very methodical, very tactical, very strategic sign. So you
Oh,
might
you
like
know what?
order.
That's
You might
funny.
like to strategize everything. You might
You know,
like to
it's
see the
funny that you
bigger
say that.
picture. If you
It's funny
plan
that you say
something
that.
out, you want to see everything from A to Z that
Yeah,
happens
yeah.
because look, I'm not look what's going to happen. You're going to ask questions and you're going to repeat yourself because they will repeat the hell out of everything. Then when they
Yo,
talk, Virgos regurgitate everything. And it's kind of like tiring because they regurgitate because they are trying to process everything the way they do, and that is in order, very methodical,
you know
and
what?
it
It's
can.
funny that you say that because literally, earlier today, the wife is like, "Can you go to the grocery store?" I'm like, "I'm not going unless you have a list." I
That is
just,
Virgo.
I kept
Virgo.
repeating, I kept repeating, I am not going. And like, I'll go. I have no problem. I love going to the grocery store. I love being out and about, whatever. If we there trying to figure things out, I'm frustrated. I'm
Oh,
mad. I'm
because
mad.
you already gonna want to before you leave. You're gonna want it to be planned out the way
Already,
you see it
already,
already. You're
already.
gonna want it to be
That's
planned
why.
out.
That's
And that
why.
is your moon. And like I said, you show and display more of your moon than you do your sun. Your sun wears off. So your wife probably meets a Virgo when she wakes up, as opposed to that Scorpio. But
Yeah, don't do that. Well, cause one thing that we beef about, I'm letting y'all in too much of
yeah.
my damn business. We gonna have to shut. We gonna have to cut this goddamn short. I am uncomfortable. One thing that the missus and I go back and forth about is if we make plans, like I'm laid back, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't come off as like an anal retentive nigga. You feel me? Like I'm not. I'm not always like, oh, I gotta get shit done. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. When I think of myself, I think of myself as somebody that's laid back. But when I make plans and You know what I'm saying? You do something to throw them plans off, or just dismiss them. I'm frustrated. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm mad. I'm angry.
Listen, I'm gonna
Um,
tell you something now. You get if you hire for a job, hire a Virgo and a Capricorn. They'll get it done, they'll execute it, and they'll plan it out. Great leaders, very great leaders.
okay.
Virgos are very funny too. You got a lot of funny in your chart. You probably be having people rolling. Man.
Well, my
Um,
wife doesn't think I'm funny at all, so that must be somewhere else in the chart.
she's
So
a
the
Taurus. Taurus don't really, they're
yeah,
serious,
yeah, the
very
psychos.
serious.
Y'all are the
Yeah.
psychos.
Yeah.
Mercury. So so, so
Don't
we'll get
try to
into
go
that.
past that.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. So the sun and the moon, you got what you display initially, then you got what's kind of deeper, more tucked inside of you with the moon. What does the
Moon comes out
Mercury
at
represent?
night. Moon comes out at night, but it's still conspicuous. So that's who you are when you take off your mask. You're still conspicuous to your inner, most deepest desires, your feelings. That is your moon. So your Mercury, like I said, is your communication and your intellect. And your Mercury basically just displays
Oh,
how
that's
you
Scorpio too.
think. Oh, you're a Scorpio all the way. Man, you probably was hella smart in school, very fast at work, probably got distracted because you wanted to do more things, wanted to be
Stop
challenged a
telling
lot
people my
more.
business. Stop telling people my business.
Yeah,
For
just
real.
very, but being a water sign and a fixed water sign at that and having that in your Mercury at 2 degrees, you have like, oh man, it's probably very difficult to debate or argue or battle with you. You just, it's no, you're unwavering. It's like, oh,
That's
I said what
crazy.
I said. That's how I said what I said, sign. Like,
That's
it's
crazy.
done. Don't argue with a person with a Mercury and a Scorpio and Mercury. It's just
So what does
unend.
the Mercury correlate with? What is the Mercury connected to
As far as like
in terms of your personality?
your communication and your intellect.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so I communicate like a Scorpio.
Yeah, like a Scorpio. You can also, like I said, you're a Sun Scorpio, but you communicate like a Scorpio. So, like I said, if you're a Scorpio, like you wear off, you still talk and communicate and think like a Scorpio. So that's very aggressive, very assertive, very research heavy. You research the shit out of something because you own what you say. So when it come out
Yo,
of your
what
mouth,
did I
you're
sign
gonna
myself
own
up
it, and it's
for?
unwavering because you're fixed.
What is this? What did I sign myself up for? Yo, devil worship. Um.
It's
Okay.
unwavering.
So Scorpio, Venus.
Venus, like I said, is your abstract, more emotional side of love. It's the way you see beauty. Now, Venus is the planet of love. Venus rules the planet of love. Now, I want to say this: every planet has a ruling zodiac, or every zodiac sign, I'm sorry, has a ruling planet, and Venus rules Taurus and Libra. But
Mm.
you have Sagittarius at 13 degrees in Venus, so basically this is your emotional as abstract side of love. So basically how you what you like, how you dress, how you what like type of food you how you smell, like to smell. It rules the five senses.
So what is the
Sagittarius is a real offbeat. Sagittarius likes to be like, they love adventure. They like to move and be on the go all the time, and sometimes Sagittarius can be very misunderstood because Sagittarius is another sign like Scorpios. It's into the esoteric things, into the philosophy, into the dark stuff people don't like to talk about. Sagittarius can tell you the bummest story ever, though. They can sit around, they're some storytellers.
oh
Um,
man,
as far as
listen,
like,
listen. I gotta interrupt.
go ahead.
Um niggas. To all the niggas that are listening, be fucking afraid, my nigga. Listen, I want y'all to know, and this is I'm putting myself out there because I'm uncomfortable right now. But I'm putting myself out there because I want y'all to know this is what sisters are studying. When niggas ain't paying
We
attention,
know
when
you.
you think
We
she's
know
scrolling
you.
through Instagram, nigga, she not on Instagram. She reading your natal chart, nigga. Pay attention. This is scary. This is dangerous.
We know
They
you before you know you.
look, look. Okay. I want to put a pin in it because I need to. I need to breathe real quick because this was just knowing that, just hearing you talk about them is and then half of that is Scorpio. That's dangerous. So we gonna get to some of the people in the chat. We gonna get y'all quick y'all natal readings. We're gonna start with boy,
I'm gonna
y'all
get
niggas,
one.
all the brothers in the chat, man. Listen, this is what they doing. Be afraid, nigga.
We know you.
Be
We know
afraid.
you.
Um.
Be very afraid.
Oh boy. Check it out. Cause Toya. Where's she at? I know she put up.
I got that man choked up. He don't even know what to say.
Yo, cause this different. I ain't. Cause I kind of I consider myself self aware, and please don't tell me that you know that somehow, cause that's just gonna make it even weirder. But I consider myself self aware, so it's things that I recognize about myself, and I don't like people telling me things that I recognize about myself. It makes me, I don't know. I thought Toya birthday was in the chat. I'll figure it. I'll find out where that is. But we got Ree Lynette. Ree Lynette's birthday is what's that? March 1st, 1989. She was born at 10:30 a.m. So let's go ahead and get that into the little system.
Let's do it. Reeling that. Let's go.
Toya, I don't
Yeah.
see Toya. I'm gonna find your birthday. I know you put your birthday in there. I'm gonna find your birthday, but let's go.
Go back to the
Um,
beginning. Toya put hers in at the beginning. All
yeah,
right,
the
Ree,
baby.
I'm putting your information in.
And then she said she was born. Hey, y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, like this shit is, I don't know. I don't know.
What
Like
was
I ain't
her
never had
I need her place, time, and date of birth.
her place, Kansas City, Kansas. Her time of birth was 10:30 a.m. and birthday was March 1st, 1989.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're gonna read Ree Lynette's chart. Let's see what you about, girl.
Ooh, boy, this shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm telling you, man. This is why shit people were scared of this shit. People were saying shit that they shouldn't have known. You know what I'm saying? People was
It's
just
all
saying
about.
shit. All right, so we got re up here. I'm gonna find Toys. Let me find Toys. I know it's up here. June 18th, 1989. That's when it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we got re up here.
Okay. Ree is generating your chart right now, baby. We about to get it popping.
Where the
All
hell is
right.
this?
I got it. All right. Cool.
All right, so let's get to your planetary.
All right.
Here we go. We here.
Scorpio.
We here. Let's go ahead and get it figured out.
All right, Ree.
All right, so Reed, this for you. Hopefully you still tuned in. Um, Go ahead. Let's get started on Reed. Like, what do you see initially when you read when
Initially,
you see your
I
natal chart?
see intellect, a lot of intellect, a lot
You
of
smart, Reed. She said you smart.
yeah, intellect.
Okay.
Um,
And what signs and what planets are you seeing the intellect in?
she has Sagittarius in her moon. She has Aquarius in the air sign in um her Mercury, which is her, like I said, the intellect, the planet of intellect and communication. So, I mean, that is a really great placement to have in Mercury because air signs are obviously rule the mental plane. So, when you have
Okay.
that in your Mercury, you're winning. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, anyway, let's do it, Ree. I hope you're still watching. If not, you can come back and watch it. Um, look, girl, you got a Pisces sun at 11 degrees. So basically Pisces are very fickle. They're in and out. Pisces don't have a lot of friends. If you notice, Pisces are loners by choice. So
Damn, Reed.
they like to move in and out of friendships, as far as like getting their time, their solace by themselves. Pisces are what you call an ambivert, basically. Someone that can be introverted one day and extroverted the next day,
Oh, you said
because they're
an
like,
ambivert. Okay,
yeah,
yeah. See, that's the
ambivert. Yeah.
see, read one of the people that confuse you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
1 minute y'all
Pisces
be
are
chilling.
very confusing.
Very
Because
look, read you
Pisces,
confusing, girl. Take that in. You
yeah,
confused. Stop
Pisces are
confusing people, read.
very in their head a lot. So they're more of an inquisitive sign. So they like to question everything. They will question any and everything. Super inquisitive. And they're like they're into spirituality too. They have this spiritual nature. It's innate. It's just basically natural ability to be spiritual, based like no research, nothing, just have this spiritual um association with that sign. Pisces is a water sign, and it's a fish basically.
Oh,
So that's what she is. When you meet a Pisces, you're gonna definitely know that's a Pisces. You might think, man, they good. They're gonna talk to you about what they feel. They're
okay.
gonna, if they're at that moment feeling to be talk about spiritual, they're gonna talk to you about spirituality. That's what they're gonna talk to you about. But all in
Okay.
all, Pisces are very cool, but they are fickle. Be weary of that. They are fickle. They like,
See, see,
I
read.
don't
Okay,
know.
you know what? And this is so this will be my analysis.
Okay.
Read. We'll ghost the nigga. Be afraid,
Ghost.
bro. Reed will ghost you.
She's like, I
Be
don't need it.
careful.
I don't need it.
Be careful.
She
One
she
day,
definitely
y'all
needs to
texting
go.
good morning and all the other shit. Next day, you looking at your phone like, damn, okay, well, shit. I
Ghost.
thought we was cool.
Gone.
Don't be like that,
Gone.
Reed. Don't be like that,
Yeah,
Reed.
don't be like that. But no, she has a lot of other fickle signs in her chart sheet, so it's pretty much inevitable because she definitely can like run away and go into hiding and be okay with it. Get over a relationship quick, fast, in a hurry. Probably like, hey, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So
Be
she
look.
has
Be afraid.
so
Be
she has
afraid.
Sagittarius in her moon, which is a fire sign, Sagittarius, and as I mentioned before, Sagittarius is into the philosophy. Sagittarius is another sign that loves adventure, so they're always on the go. So as like Pisces like to go into hiding and be in and out and like to recuperate their energy, being alone is just their solace. Sagittarius is like a venture sign. They like to say, look, I want to just do whatever I want to do, and they're on a whim. They will go. They'll do it. It's like a hippie. If you find a hippie, they might be a Sagittarius because they like to be on the go.
Yeah,
Sagittarius
that
is
means she
very
will run off on your ass. Boy,
she'll dip,
listen.
she'll dip, she'll
Listen.
dip.
Hey, and brothers, y'all see how we can learn from this? We can be better too. Don't let them have this. Don't let them have this. We can work
Something
together on
she
this.
would make her mind up and be like, "Nah, I ain't feeling it." She do have a Taurus in her Mars, so Tauruses have a lot of staying power. So if he praying on some stuff, he probably needs to work on that Mars and sex up a little bit because that's their sexual nature. So look, she got that Taurus in there, so she might fall for the sex a little bit to get her to stay, but. That's because Taurus have a lot of staying power. They'll stay in some stuff even when it's done. It's been done. It's been over. Taurus will stay. But she has Aquarius in her Mercury. Now, that rules the intellect and the communication. That is a very great placement. 16 degrees Aquarius, meaning is really good. So basically, Aquarius is probably the second or equivalent to the smartest sign in the zodiac as
Which is the
next to
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Yes,
Yeah.
Scorpios and Aquarius rule. Now, there are
Respected.
different type of intellect, and Aquarius rules the mental plane. Being that you have Aquarius and Mercury, you love to communicate. Very airy, very. I mean, even talk about what you want to do. I mean, even if you're dating someone, you want to hear all the fantasies and you want to text all day.
Break
You
it
want to talk
down
on the phone. They
until
are
you
very
don't.
communicators, very great communicators at that.
Yeah. That's
Aries
beautiful.
signs, so they live in their head a lot, just like Pisces. So she might be a thinker all the time, constantly thinking, which is not good all the time because Aquarius can be detached from society and detached from emotion. So They know how to, like a switch, turn their emotions on and off, which is very difficult for other signs to understand, especially earth signs that may be compatible with her because it's compatible with the Pisces. They won't understand that Aquarius and that Mercury being that she knows how to detach herself with her emotions so quick, like, and
Mhm.
other signs will still be holding on to hope. Um,
So what you need to recognize is it ain't her fault, bro. She can't help it.
she can't
She
help
was
it's in
literally
her.
born that way,
It's
bro.
in
She just
her.
it
It's
was it
really
was
in
like she was talking to you. You was like, damn, I'm really starting to understand her ass. Like she really opening up to a nigga. And then one day she was just like, you know what? I want to be by myself. Binge
her.
something on Netflix and Hulu. Sometimes you gotta let it be, bro. It just
Hey,
wasn't in the stars. It
you
just wasn't
gotta
in the
let it
stars.
be. Yeah.
So the next one we got is the lovely co-host of the Chop Up, which y'all can check live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday, 7:30 PST. Wait, that's 9:30 Central Standard Time. And that's Toya Green. She was born. You can go ahead and put this in your on your screen. She was born on June 18th, 1989 at 2:55 a.m. Kansas City, Missouri.
All right. Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Let's do you.
All right. Let's get into it, Toya. Ooh, I'm about to learn about you, Toya. Don't get mad.
Ah.
Don't get mad, Toya. Let's let's do it. We get into the information, Gemini. Yo, so her moon is a Sagittarius. We got the same moon, Toya. We in that
Oh,
thing. We got the same
nice.
moon. That's why you my
That could
nigga.
be a reason why you guys are compatible too. Yeah, based off of your
Dude,
compatibility, being able to communicate with each other and understand each other on that level. This
yeah.
is hard to
Hey.
understand them Sagittarius too.
Yeah.
So totally
Confusing.
misunderstood sign.
Confusing. Um. So her son is a Gemini.
Her son is a Gemini. Okay. So Gemini sun. Oh man,
Uh-huh.
that is amazing.
Okay,
Okay, so
I want you to take a look at it. What do you see off break? What do you see initially?
okay, give me a second. I'm still I gotta my
As she
thing is
pull it
making
up.
me I'm pulling it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we got see, I'm learning too. So Mercury, how she communicate.
And
Gemini.
intellect.
Gemini. Okay. I know
Mm-hmm.
that's the twin. So you two
Mm-hmm.
face.
Look
I
at
like that.
you. You know that. Look.
I'm
All right, so we
learning.
can
Yeah.
yeah, you are cool.
Yeah.
Man. Woo. All right, Toya.
What you
Toya,
see?
Toya.
Hey, hold on. Check this
Yeah.
out. Check this out. Anytime somebody look at anything for somebody and say, "Oh man," before they speak, it's, it's
Woo!
saying something about you,
Toya.
Toya G. Let's get into it. Let's get
Yes,
into it. Go ahead.
baby. She's super intellectual, first of all. She ruled the intellect. Like she has Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. She got Gemini Jupiter, Gemini Sun, and Gemini Mercury. Perfect. Gemini Mercury is exalted in Mercury because that is its ruling planet. So Gemini Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So perfect placement for her. Then she got a
Uh-huh.
Gemini Sun. So you can't deny that you have Gemini traits. This is undeniable. So yes, you
So
fit
she's
the
like
bib.
she's a
You
pure
fit the
Gemini.
bib of all the stigma about Geminis.
Yeah. Now
Ain't
she
no
said
running
quit
from that.
saying Gemini like it's an insult. But if I used it like towards you, like it'll be like true. Cause like you like be Gemini, like the Gemini.
Yeah, she got Gemini traits.
So what does
Look,
that mean
she.
though? What does that mean?
All right, so that means, look, she got a lot of Gemini placements in her chart. Now, if Gemini is heavy in her chart, it's actual terminology for it. However, I'm not going to get into that because no, I don't want to confuse people. However, this particular thing means that if Gemini is heavy and prominent in her chart, then she definitely exudes traits of a Gemini. So, being a Sun Gemini, Mercury Gemini, and Jupiter Gemini, Jupiter rules intellect. Jupiter is the biggest planet of the solar system, bigger than Earth, actually. So you gotta when you talk about Jupiter, you talk about rules, the wisdom, the intellect, and the luck. And Gemini placement. Oh man. So you have it at 28, 27 degrees. I don't want to confuse you, but that is the actual meaning as well. So meaning your Sun Gemini, Mercury Gemini, and Jupiter Gemini, you are very intellectual. I mean, it's almost like you can't even get away from not having a
Hey,
conversation with someone
check this out. Check this
without
out.
it being
So let me
intellectual.
tell you something about her as a person. I told you this is crazy. This is witchcraft. Goddamn. Toya as a person, when we was kids, right? Like Toya is the only person that I knew that talked like talking to Toya even as teenagers was like talking to an adult. You wasn't
Oh,
talking to a
really?
regular person. Like when you was talking to Toya, you was talking like her like she spoke with like an authority. You feel me?
Mm,
That wasn't
mm,
authoritative, but
mm.
it was dominant, right? Like
She
I
knew
mean,
what she was
even
talking about.
I mean, again, this is one of my debate colleagues. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was she was 15, I was 16, something like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and when you say like that intellectual, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, persona, that's her, without a
Yeah,
doubt. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Like, I
It's
got you. I
no,
know
yeah,
you, Toya.
yeah,
I'm in there.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in there.
And that's that
I'm a
Scorpio
student in the
trait.
game.
Scorpios just get it. It's just not hard for them to interpret it. Their acquisition to learning is very, very quick. So,
I'm a student in the
anywho,
game.
absolutely. So anyway, Toya, man, you can't like it's like almost boring to talk to someone if the conversation is not stimulating and it's not stimulating you. So you're kind of like bored with it almost like whatever. I'm not interested. Geminis have this thing about them where obviously they're pretty much can be non-committal. Only because they only feel like it has to really, really make sense to them to commit. It's not that they're
Non-committal.
non-committal.
Mm.
It just have to make sense to them. They
It
have
gotta
to
make
really
sense for them to do
they
it.
view they view longevities. They rule the mental
Okay.
plane as well. So they're always thinking. Geminis have this thing where they can switch subject after subject after subject and want you to keep up with them. You have to keep up with them.
Mm,
They can go
mm.
from subject to subject and switch. You be like, hold on, hold on, hold on. You were just talking about something else, and you switch and you come back, and they keeping up. They keeping up. You got to keep up. You got to keep up. Fast thinkers, very funny, very funny. Fast thinkers, um, rule the mental plane. Always looking up stuff, always researching stuff, and always know what's going on in the world. That's one thing about Gemini's. They are into anything that's going on in the world. They know. You can ask a Gemini, they'll be into it. They know. They know politics. They know philosophies. They probably know a
Yeah,
little
she's
bit
smart.
about a lot of subjects because they know how to keep up. They all Gemini's is another fickle sign though, so they can be very fickle and jaded, especially when they're not stimulated. And that's when they rule the mental plane. So you have to stimulate a Gemini. Gemini have a very bad stigma around them, but they just have that dual personality. They just have to be understood, and you have to understand. To understand a Gemini, you pretty much probably have to have some air in your chart to understand them. And even then, it's very hard for you to keep up. You have to have some
Okay.
intellect.
So look, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the chat to everybody that's watching. Cause we actually have certain things to talk about tonight. But
We do.
I mean, it's looking like, you know, people y'all wanna hear about yourself. Y'all trying to get put up on game about yourself. So put a one in the chat if y'all want to just continue with the natal chart readings, because we got a couple more birthdays that are already in the chat. So we're gonna keep getting to the birthdays in there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give y'all the concise breakdown so you can fully understand yourself. Because I feel exposed. I'm not gonna lie, brothers. Pay attention. If your wife is asking for your birth certificate, any of those things, you know, be weary. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to just keep going with these with the readings, we could get it in. And I'm kind of seeing the ones coming in here. So it sound like they just want to keep uh they just want to keep going with the reading. So any
Absolutely.
last notes? I mean, Toya has already been exposed. I want you to know that, sis. We're gonna have to
Toya,
have a
I can
long
keep
conversation.
look. Hey, look, Toya, hit me up for a full intense reading, cause girl, hey,
Hey,
yours is
we gonna have
fun.
you on the chop up. We gonna have you on the chop up.
Yours
You
is
definitely
fun,
got to come
Toya.
through.
Definitely it's fun. Hey,
Definitely gonna have to come
definitely.
through. So any last notes on her on her anything
Toya,
you want to?
to to wrap you up, baby girl, um you can be family oriented because you have a Venus. Your Venus is in Cancer. Cancers rule the family. I mean, you talk about a family oriented sign, Cancer. But you have that Mars in your Your Leo and Mars. So basically, what you mentioned earlier, with there being assertive and aggressive when she speak, man, that is rules. First of all, Mars rules aggression, and then you got
It's
the
like
Leo, the
Toya,
lioness.
it's like certain things Toya say to me, and it just makes me completely uncomfortable. Not because she talked to me fucked up, but just because I felt like I'm like, hold on, who's she? Like,
Direct.
well,
Okay,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
a
it's like,
Leo.
okay,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
so
that's her, man. That's that's my nigga,
she
dog.
in her element. Yeah, she definitely in her element. Yeah, Toya, basically to sum you up, you are very, 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 like, you rule the mental plane and you are doing exactly what you're meant to be doing based off your chart. And that is basically talking about what's going on in the world, politics, whatever is basically stimulating you intellectual, because that's what you're basically all about, intellect,
And I
knowledge,
mean, and we just
the
going through
know.
order. We just going in order down the line of, you know what I'm saying, the names that were submitted. Got my homegirl Jaleesa up next, another one of my debate partners. Any to everybody else that's listening, if you want to get your natal chart read, just throw it in the chat. We could get you read. I mean, unless y'all, I mean, listen, I don't know whose advantage it is to have somebody read this stuff about them out loud, because this is dangerous. This is dangerous. I mean, now, like, I'm sitting up here thinking, like, okay, everything about Toya just makes sense right now.
Yeah.
Is this
Oh
why y'all
man.
doing that? Oh my god! Like, is this what? How long? Real quick, as we load up the new information, how long have you been into this? How long you been doing this for?
I've been doing this for about, oh man, I got into this in like 2016. So
2016.
2016, I got into it and I literally went to someone's page and they had that graph on there. And I said, what is that? Now, I've already been into zodiacs my whole life, but to get into the chart, I had no idea it had this much to it. I was always into the science, always into science in general, but to get deep into this blew my mind. I had to learn. I bought books, I started reading. It just took me over and I couldn't stop. 2019, I start conducting readings. I have my best friend to thank for that. She sends me clients left to right.
How
I'm
long? How
talking
long has she
about,
been in it? How long has she been in it? Because the thing I need to know
oh,
is the brothers
she's
got to
not
catch
in
up.
it. She just basically sent me clients because she was so blown away.
Oh,
She was so
got
blown
you,
away when I read it to her. When I read her chart, she was blown. She said, "No way, it's no way."
got
Then
you.
I read her boyfriend's chart. She said, "Oh my gosh," because I do synastry charts. Synastry charts is basically a love compatibility chart. That
Oh damn!
basically
Oh
tells
damn!
whether or
Hold on,
not
that's a whole
you're
nother show.
that's a whole
That's a
nother
whole
show.
nother show.
Yes, that
Oh,
is
because we giving up.
another
We
one.
giving up the game. I'm telling you, I'm
Yeah,
giving up all the game. Y'all not about to
yeah,
be able to hide this, sisters. Y'all not
yeah.
hiding this. The
No.
next up we got Jaleesa Jackson, my homegirl.
Okay.
Her birthday is November 17th, 1991. A fellow Scorpio. Shout out. Uh, she was born at 4:18 p.m. in Garden City, Kansas. Garden City, Kansas.
All right. That's
Oh,
all
and
right.
I'm just now looking at some of the earlier comments. Toya definitely said Gemini gang like a mug, so she told on herself.
She told on
You for
herself.
real, Gemini gang. You a
She
Gemini
definitely
gangster.
Gemini. Man. She got
Gemini
Gemini heavy in
gangster.
her chart. Man, I can't stand when I meet a Gemini that don't act like a Gemini. I be like, dude, you don't know your power.
Hey, that's wild. So we're gonna go down here a little bit. Look, I got topics and shit to talk about. We'll talk about that shit some other time.
All right.
Uh but so we can start out with Jaleesa. We recognize that her son is a Scorpio. No wonder we friends, girl. No wonder we friends.
All
Recognize
right.
that power. Got that moon Aries. That scares me. I don't know what that means. You feel me?
Oh man, she got Scorpio sun and a moon. Oh man, this is crazy.
Okay, hold on now. Hold
Woo!
on now.
Hold on, hold
Again,
on.
when somebody look at anything a chart reflected, she said, "Oh man, this is crazy." What is crazy about having the Scorpio sun and the moon Aries? Is she
Eh,
dangerous? Do we need
she's
to be watching out
dangerous.
for Jaleesa?
Run, run. No, I'm joking. No, but like quick temper. Probably a snapped on somebody fast as hell.
What? Really? Jaleesa?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow. Jaleesa.
I'm gonna
Don't
look at her chart though. Hold on.
yeah, hold on. Cause now listen, she's saying that Scorpio Aries. Have you been low
She
key? Are
probably
you
a
crazy,
snap.
low key,
She
Jaleesa?
probably a snap on somebody. But let me read her chart. Let me see. I don't want to.
She's a debater. You know what I mean? She got skills. So like she definitely about that smoke. But I'm like, man, I
Oh,
ain't
oh, she's a lover. She got a Libra Venus. Oh, that's cool. That's a very, very, very
okay.
thoughtful.
That's what you
Okay,
think when you think Jaleesa.
Scorpio.
You think, oh, so let's okay.
Whew, I don't know. Jaleesa got a side to her. All right, Jaleesa, let's get into your chart. Cool. You got a Scorpio sun, a moon in Aries. I don't know if you've been keeping up, but obviously, let me give you a breakdown. Sun is basically who you are when you initially meet someone. It wears off after that. After you get personal with that person, after you get comfortable, moon display, you display the moon, so you probably display Aries characteristics. Aries characteristics are driven. First of all, obviously a Scorpio, very intellectual, into anything, just about, very, very driven person, very funny, smart, possessive, like to really like speak highly of everything, and they own it. They own what they speak. They own how they who they are. And any Scorpio you will meet, they'll be proud to say that they're Scorpio. They'll tell the world that they're Scorpio. So anyway, that moon is more important to me. It's more prominent. Any astrologer would say that that's more important. And you have an Aries in your moon. Now, Aries are your leaders of the zodiac. Aries probably actually is the dominant sign of the zodiac. Rules dominant is a masculine sign, a dominant sign, and a leader sign. So Aries is driven. When you talk about Aries, they will knock over anything in their way to get what they want. I mean, they
Mm,
have tunnel vision when it comes
mm.
to wanting something, going forward, and executing it. That is an
Hear
Aries.
that? You gotta be careful. You gotta look out for. I love you, just
Aries
you gotta
have
look
a
out for
short fuse, though. They don't take any crap. They
quick
have a
thinking.
short fuse. Very cool, very quick, very
Man, look.
sharp tongue, and they are quick to use it and unforgiving when they do. So
Man, look, I
when
know
you
she got it in her. Yeah,
she
because
got it
she's
in her.
a sweetheart, but I've seen her with
Yeah.
that look in her eye. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah.
So
She
I
is
know
a
she got it in her.
sweetheart. She definitely got that Libra in her Venus. Now Venus rules Libra and Taurus, so that is a really great placement to have Libra. And also Libras are very sweet with that placement. It gives them the energy of being very compassionate, very mellow, very mundane and monotonous about just basically conflict and combative. They're not combative at all. They are very understanding. Libras like to be very calculated as well. Like Libras think before they talk or think while they're talking. Like a Libra will think and they will break up their words when they talk because they're thinking so much. And that's what you had
Mm.
in your Mars. And that's what I was going to get to because they think when they talk. And
Yeah, we
just
gonna get
like
we gonna
a,
get into more of mine. We gonna get into
yeah,
more of mine. But
absolutely.
I definitely
Um,
like
yeah,
I definitely want to get into
absolutely.
the viewers though.
So,
Any you know what I'm saying, last little tidbits that you want to make sure that Jaleesa pays attention to.
Lisa, you Scorpio Sun and Mars, your sex drive is high, girl.
Wow,
But yeah,
he
you
put you
got
on
a high
blast.
sex drive. Yeah, I'm definitely putting you on. This is the over 30. We're talking about that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we
girl, you
grown, we grown.
we
Yeah.
grown. So
Yeah.
I know you got a high sex drive, and you know what you're doing too. So listen, you can learn a lot from a Scorpio.
Jaleesa, okay,
You
girl,
learn a lot from a
okay.
Scorpio. But Jaleesa, hit me up if you want a more in-depth reading. I got you, girl, because
Hey, we in, so
you're
all right.
pretty complex.
Look, okay, that is to be appreciated. Who we got next up on here? I think we got Cuzzo. I think we got Nay. I think we got
How's the
fam.
name?
Yeah, I think we got family up next.
All right,
Let
come
me
on,
let me just
Stokes. Let me get you.
let me get her
Let me
pulled up
get
real
you.
quick. Get her right. Oh, because I'm telling on you, cousin. I'm telling on you without a doubt.
You can
But
confirm or
actually,
deny everything, can't you?
yeah, hey, cause look, hey, cause this family, just like she was in here, like, yeah, that's him, yeah, that's him. I know that's you too, cuz. We
Janae
gonna
was
get it
born in
in here
Kansas
though. Give me,
City.
yeah, I just want to make sure I got everything right.
All right.
Give me just a second. Oh, that's not pulling up. But yo, as we, you know what I'm saying, as I get this pulled up, Anybody else want their natal chart read? I know we got a few more in the chat. We got time though. We got time to get it in.
I'm doing it.
Just so I mean, because like I feel like I don't know. Yeah, y'all let me know. I mean, to the people that know, as we get the rest of the information pulled up, to the people that know, what's up? Is it some accuracy there? Toya, anybody else? Have y'all felt like with the breakdowns that we've received, have y'all felt like she has put y'all on blast? What are y'all? What is it feeling like? What are y'all looking like?
Let us
You
know.
know what
I
I'm saying?
definitely want to know if I hit the nail on the head or it's like, eh. Also, remember
Yeah.
there are houses
Right.
associated, but it's a more in depth. It's a lot to it. I mean, to actually do a full in depth reading, it probably would take me an hour, hour and a half to read your chart in depth. So just remember that as well. It's a lot more to you. And
Nate, Nate, put your information back in the chat just so we could get you cracking. Cause I'm trying to get the time and everything, but cause I know her birthday in December. Uh, is it? Yeah, I know her birthday in December. We ain't got the time and everything, so go ahead and do that. To anybody else that's listening, if y'all want y'all shit cracking, we can get y'all too. But in the meantime, in between time, yeah. So here we go. 12/28/87.
oh,
12/28/87. Uh,
Capricorn, cool.
1:17 a.m.
Okay.
Say, see how you just already know. How you
Capricorn.
just
All right.
already know.
Kansas City, Kansas.
That's good.
Was she born
Yeah,
in
KCK.
KCK? All right, KCK. All right.
I mean, but how y'all feel? Do y'all feel as exposed as I do? Y'all feel as put out there as I feel out there? For real. We got
1980s.
12/28. Hey, and that was at 1:17 a.m.
Gotcha. Cool. Let's do it. Create your. So we generating your chart right now, and we got to get you in, eh? Capricorn, man. Capricorns. Woo! Capricorn Mercury. Okay.
All right, so
Easy. I love reading Capricorns. They're so
all
easy.
right, so we in here.
No, I'm just playing.
I don't know my
Nay.
internet.
All right, baby.
There we go. All
Woo!
right, we in here. All right, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, Aries. That does not surprise
Aries.
me. Janae
Yes.
scares me sometimes. I love you, cousin.
You
I
learning.
love you,
Yes.
cousin.
You learning.
Mercury.
All right. Mercury,
I'm telling
Capricorn,
you, hey, I'm gonna
Venus,
be a beast.
Aquarius. You
I'm
gonna
gonna be a
be, hey,
beast by the
listen,
time we done
I'm
with this.
scared of you because listen, you are Scorpio, you gonna catch on like that. And not only that, you're gonna apply it to some shit. Cause you're gonna
I'm gonna
just be
apply it
creative.
to everything.
Yes.
I'm gonna act like I don't know. I don't really know nothing about that horse.
That's right.
You know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
so cool. Nay, listen, girl. All
Janae,
right,
pay
look.
attention because
First
we
of
putting you on
all, your
blast.
whole chart speaks loner. I like to be alone. Does it
Oh,
like
Janae.
cool? I'm okay with being alone. You can't scare me by telling me you're gonna leave me alone. That's luxury to me. Don't look. That's definitely what your chart say. I'm okay. Like okay, you gonna do what? Okay, I can take that.
I feel like if you go up and down Janae Facebook page, you gonna see like at least 10 statuses that say something around those lines.
Like, don't scare me with a good time. You gonna do what? Okay. All right. So cool.
Right.
You got a Capricorn sun. Um, at 6 degrees. So with that being said, Capricorns are really loners. Like Capricorn live on their own island, so to speak. It's very difficult for Capricorns to really want to exert themselves into the world. They really have to pull themselves out of off their island and really want to come to Earth and actually see people and engage in people because they are really okay with just dealing with that. Capricorns are your hard workers. I'm talking about they
Okay.
will work hard. Not only will they work hard, but they will execute anything that they have planned. They have tunnel vision. Almost kind of seem like that's all they care about. They call Capricorn boring because Capricorn will have tunnel vision once they start on a task. You can't take, they're unwavering. You can't take them away from it. They're
Tunnel
your
vision.
most hardest working sign of the zodiac. That is a Capricorn, most hardest working sign. Capricorn
Got
is a
you.
very intellectual. Capricorn loves their privacy, so they're very private people. They're really not into really just throwing themselves out there and telling the business and all that great
Respect.
stuff.
Respect.
They like
I
to
love
pretty
that.
much, and if they do, they're really just sharing it to actually help someone more than like just to be wearing their heart on the sleeve type people. They're not like
How
that.
could they get the most generous motherfucker?
She's a Capricorn. Capricorns, you can't really go
Generous,
wrong with
nice.
a
Oh,
Capricorn.
good. This is
If
all shit
somebody
to work.
tell me,
Okay.
if
Okay.
somebody tell me Capricorns are crazy, I'm gonna look at them and say, "What you do?
Right. Right.
What you do?"
Yeah, like, look, I get like, no, we don't know about the
Yeah.
Scorpio. But look, okay, so she
Hey,
got
but
Scorpio in Mars, though. She
But
got a Scorpio in
I'm about
Mars.
to
What
say,
that is?
but let's not hold on. She do got some more in her that that kind of will make me look at her a little differently. She got that Aries, that moon in Aries. Oh man. So basically, look, don't F with her. Capricorn, basically they don't like to be bothered. So with that moon and Aries and that sun in Capricorn, please don't bother her. Look, do not bother.
Uh-huh.
Don't poke. That's that saying, do not poke the bear because you will get everything that you ask for. So look, that Aries in her moon basically saying that you're strategic, you're driven, you're very strong willed, you're very unwavering when it comes to work, when it comes to leadership. You can do just about anything, but you got a sharp tongue, a quick temper. You're very passionate about everything you do. Passion rules you because you understand that whatever you say, whatever you do, you're gonna own it because your Aries is a very passionate sign and rules passion. So we're talking
Notes,
about
girl. You better be taking notes, okay? Because like
and
shit,
then you
this
got
been the best. This has been the nicest, most generous one so far. Like she been
yeah.
really, like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
no, but listen,
like
she
if
got a
if
really
the
good
name is mad
chart.
at you, you did something wrong.
Very,
Because it's
very
mad at
smart.
you.
Very smart, but she thinks so much. I mean, she's a thinker. She's a thinker. She's definitely a thinker. She thinks she have a Aquarius in her Venus. Now, Aquariuses are in a Venus. That's not a really ideal placement because being that Venus is a love planet and Aquariuses do not care about love as much as they supposed to. They more concerned with they like to dismantle everything. Aquarius with that placement, they would like to dismantle everything and get to the root of it. They want to bring about everything, whether they meet a mate, for instance, because Venus rules emotions and your love language and your emotional side of love. So if you're talking about a mate, she's gonna break that man down to the science. She want to get to know everything about him. Let me know you. She's gonna move at her pace first and foremost. She ain't gonna move at his pace. She'll move at her pace, but she also is gonna want to know who he is, how he is. She gonna know him his birthday, his time of birth, his date, everything. So basically, Aquarius will take that all apart, and they rule the mental plane, so they like to get to know someone. And Aquarius can be more concerned with um the abstract. They're more of a mental, so they're not more of a tangible hands-on sign. So
Mhm.
they're more concerned with how things is as opposed to what it feels like or actually experiencing it physically. They're more of the mental. So I mean just get to know you mentally and stimulating her mentally is all what she care about. But that Mars and her Scorpio is in Mars now. That placement is very
Hey,
good. That's a
she's
very
saying
good.
she's saying it's
Hey,
her. She's saying it's her. She's saying you're on
hey.
point. You proving yourself right now. She's saying you're on
Yeah.
point.
Hey, listen, she got that Scorpio and Mars, so it can get real nasty and dirty because that combination with that Venus and Mars. Now, Aquarius is one of those I try anything once sign. Anywho, let's do it. You said what? Let's do it. You
Yeah.
said what? Let's go. That's
Cuz said
Aquarius.
that's her. I mean, and look,
Yeah.
Janae, yeah, I can't disagree. Like I mean, I can't think of a moment where I was like, yeah, if Janae mad at you, what did you do?
Yeah.
that's
What
it.
did you do?
That's
Yeah.
all you gotta. That's all you gotta ask. What? So what?
Yeah.
Any closing? Any last things
Um,
she need to know?
you have a very complex chart as well, being that you have a lot of fire in your chart. I can just basically see now what you're meant to actually do, and how you're just basically who you're meant to be just based off your chart, man. If you start on a project or want to like start a business, man, listen, you will rule in that. Let me tell you something. Look, whatever you got in mind to
Look
do,
up the
do
game.
it. Do it. You're gonna
Nay,
be great at it. Period. Your placements, your energies in your chart is amazing. Go for it. It's unwavering. It's gonna be great based off your
nay,
chart. It's gonna be great.
nay, nay. Whatever you got lined up,
Do
get it
it.
cracking.
Execute. I mean, she's gonna actually start it. She's gonna execute it. She's gonna actually do good at it. Be a leader at it because she has all the perfect signs to do so.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right. So that made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? I was up there questioning myself, feeling like, oh, I mean, bro, thanks. And that's where you see like this is what this is for. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
if it's any doubts, Nay, cousin, if it's anything that you felt like, I don't know if
Hit
I
me up.
can do that shit. Do that shit.
Please do it. Also, oh man, yeah, yeah. I hit me up more for more in depth reading, Nay, because I got some stuff to tell you about your chart, girl. You got some stuff in your houses and stuff I want to look at. Like I said, it's 12 houses too, and you got some planets
Hey,
in your third house
this
that
shit is
yeah,
dangerous.
yeah.
This shit is
Hit me up,
dangerous.
Nay. Hit me up.
Ashley. Ashley is up next.
Ashley
Ashley is
who?
up
What's her
next.
last name?
She
Ashley.
as Ashley. First name Ash Lee.
Last name
Last
Lee.
name
Oh,
Lee.
gotcha.
I don't
What's
know if
up,
she did that on
Ashley?
purpose or if that's really her name, but it worked out. Ashley's birthday. She said she was one of hers too. Where is it? Where we at? Where we at? 6/28, 1989. June 28, 1989. 3:17 p.m. Lorraine, Ohio. Let's get it in.
All right.
And look, I'm like an apprentice in this motherfucker. Like shit, y'all gonna be mad when your boy on like what? I can break it out. Oh yeah, like holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
What was her time of birth again?
Her time of birth was 3:17 p.m. Right on
In Ohio, what was this city?
Lorraine, Lorain, Lorraine, Ohio.
All right. Oh, gotcha, Ashley. Let's go, girl.
Now,
She's
see, Ashley,
she's a Cancer first and
the way
foremost.
she is in the chat, she seems like she knows something. You feel me? Like she kind of up on game.
Oh,
So
she up on
she may,
game.
she may be trying to test you.
Oh, she trying to test me.
Maybe trying to test you to
I
see if
see
you
you,
like.
Ashley. I see
She's
you.
saying she pretty much saying all right because she was calling out talking about people's Scorpio was in Pluto because and so I seen it in some people. I'm like I don't know what that means. I ain't gonna call it out or nothing,
Scorpio
but
and Pluto is a really good placement. Scorpio, if you're doing modern day astrology, yeah, Scorpio, Pluto rules Scorpio, but a lot of astrologers will say the Mars rules, or Westernized astrologers would say the placement for Scorpio, or the ruling planet for Scorpio is Mars. So it's
okay.
a tomato tomato. However, yes, that's a
So
great placement for Pluto.
we got Ashley in here though. Let's get it cracking.
Ashley, let's get it cracking. She's a Cancer sun. Cancer.
If I see Taurus anywhere, I'm doubting you. I'm already you
She
question
got a Taurus moon.
in the moon, and that's really you. That's your inside.
Yes.
Your inside, Ashley. Your inside
Yes.
is crazy.
Yes.
My wife is a Taurus. I know Taurus is very
Taurus.
intimately,
Taurus,
and
man.
it scares
She's
me. You know what I'm saying? It scares me.
super family oriented. Oh man, she cares about family so much. Very generous.
So where do you see that? Which signs do you see that? Which
All right,
signs do we?
let me break it down for you, Ashley. You got a sun. Your sun sign is in Cancer, which is Cancer is lovely. Um, Cancer is the most sensitive sign of the zodiac. Now, they're more sensitive because they care. They're empaths, so they feel on a deeper level than any other sign. They feel
Ashley, you
anything.
sensitive as hell.
They feel
You,
pain from other people. Um, they just feel deeply about things, and they hold it dear to their heart. Very empath, very
Sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive. And
Okay.
as followed by that moon in her Taurus with that conjunction, that basically just says that she's very family oriented, very methodical, very strategic. Man, she takes her time with things. Like as far as like wanting to get to know people, everything is just taking her time, meaning that she paces herself with everything. Cancers are very are very they're the people that probably wanted a family at a very young age, you know, very young age, very sweet. But cancers also are very careful. As you know, a cancer is a crab. So basically, they are like, you know, if you come up on a crab, they'll go into their shell. Cancers
Mm-hmm.
will really go into their shell as fast as you meet them because if you rub them the wrong way, just know they're going to be in their shell and they probably won't come out.
So they,
Cancers
so
can
they,
be
so they, typ-
unforgiving.
so they typically have like this outer, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, just
this
covering. Yeah,
emotional shell that you got to break through
yeah.
to kind of okay.
Just like yes, just like a crab. So it's got that hard exterior
Mm-hmm.
and that
But
poker
she's soft
face,
and
but
mushy
on
on
the
the inside.
oh man, on the inside, soft and
Ah,
mushy,
you a
very very
softie, Ashley. You a
yeah, feels on a
softie.
different level. And like Gemini's is like I say a Gemini because she have it in her Mercury, and I always laugh at Gemini and Taurus because I always say that they are water signs by default. Water rules the emotions, and Gemini's can be very emotional to me. Um,
Mhm.
and also Tauruses. Everybody know a Taurus, and that's the earth sign. And Tauruses can be emotional. However, Tauruses have this very keen sense of taste, smell, style, fashion, creativity. She's very creative person. Man, like she can create some shit.
Okay.
Um, and Gemini has in her Mercury, so that means she loves intellect. She's rude. She likes to think. She likes to research. She likes to just anything intellectual will woo her, and and it will stimulate her. She can be very laid back and chill sometimes. Being with that Leo and her Mars, she could be very laid back and chill, but also she can be like very conflicted whether or not she like to be on the go. And you know, but she likes to be around family and friends a lot. She loves to be around family and friends a lot. She's not one of those people that can like, you know, it's not more of a let me be around any and everybody type of person, but I like to be around my family and friends. So
Got you.
she
You just gotta
probably
she like to socialize with the right people.
yeah, with the right
See,
people.
some
And
of y'all got
choose
some
the
some
right
of y'all got
people.
some good, you know what I'm saying, natal charts.
Yeah,
Like maybe, you know what I
very
mean?
loyal too. She's very
Ashley,
loyal.
you know what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah.
I'm just fucked up. I was just born.
Yeah. No,
You can't even
I
blame
mean,
me.
look, you're a Scorpio. It's undeniable.
It's fucked
You're a
up.
Scorpio.
That's
So
fucked up.
actually, yeah, in closing, yeah, you have a lot of energies in your chart that just says to me that you like family and friends, you like to laugh and play around and joke around with them and chill with them. You desire love and relationships and companionship on a deeper level, and you feel on a deeper level, very intrinsic, very connected to energies of people and how they feel affects you deeply on a deeper level than a lot of
Mm.
other people, and
Yeah, for
that can be very exhausting sometimes. So protect your energy, please do. Based off your chart, always protect your energy.
real. And see, that's what we learning.
Yeah,
Protect that. I mean, you got your
protect that.
shell and do all that. You got your
Set
shell.
boundaries. Yeah, they would definitely
Utilize it.
try to take it from you. Definitely try to pull that energy from you, being that you're such an empath and you're so sweet, you're so nice, you're so giving, you're so generous. A lot of people will use that and they will run with it. So protect
So we
yourself.
got we got one more. Uh
Let's do it.
Tanisha Harris. Hopefully she's still around. Because I was thinking like people listening to other people natal charts is like, I don't care about them. I want to hear about me.
I
I
want
don't
to
be
hear about mine. Let's
so
do it.
Tanisha, we'll get to Tanisha. And then how long we been rocking? Oh yeah, we've been rocking for an hour and a half. Okay, so we'll get to Tanisha and then we'll yeah, 'cause there ain't really nobody else in here. We'll get to Tanisha, we'll do a few more of mine and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
All right. Let's do it.
Tanisha was 9/22/1986. Get that birthday cracking.
All right. 122, 1986. Let's go.
And Teisha, Ashley said she was gonna hit you up after this, so I think you
All
did. I
right,
think you passed
Ashley.
her test. She said,
All
"All right,
right.
she know what she's talking about. She know a little bit of something, so
All right.
she
Hit
know a
me up,
little bit of
Ashley. Yes, please do. I got some time tonight, so if you want to hit me up before my daughter gets back home, takes over for the 99 and the 2000.
something. She gotta go back to the mommy duties. You ain't getting past that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright.
9/22, 1986,
I need her
111,
place of birth.
Kansas City, Kansas,
Kansas City, Kansas.
111 a.m.
Alright.
Tanisha, we gonna get you in. We about to know you too, Tanisha. Hey, hopefully, Tanisha probably lucky because I mean, we a up and coming podcast. We ain't as popular as y'all. So the niggas that y'all, I mean, unless if you know the guys that y'all involved with,
They might
they
not be
don't know.
watching.
Yeah,
Hey,
they ain't gonna
so
know.
but they gonna be watching in a minute because they gonna be like, how she know this about me?
Hey, fellas, I got you. All right, this is for us. I'm
What
letting
was
y'all
her
know that.
time of birth?
Yeah, I mean, but we got Tanisha pulled up September 22nd, 1986.
What was her
She is
time of birth?
her 111 a.m.
111. That's a
Hey,
beautiful
111.
time. She a
Her
golden
sun is
child.
in Virgo. Her moon is in
Virgo
Taurus.
sun.
Another one. Yeah, listen, y'all, these Tauruses.
So where's
Yeah,
Virgo? Earth, 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 Earth. Okay, so yeah, okay, Tanisha, got you, girl. So you are a Taurus moon Virgo at 28 degrees. Yes, you are Virgo all the way through, baby. All
Virgo
right,
through and
and
through.
then through and through. So you got that you have a Virgo sign, a Taurus moon, a Libra Mercury, and a Scorpio Venus, and you have that Mars in your a Capricorn in your Mars. So that's cool. We're only doing the inner planets right now. So, with that being said, yes, Scorpio. I'm sorry. Virgo Sun. That is a really good placement. Virgos are very, very, very cool. Like, man, I'm telling you, when you talk about, like I said, mentioned a hard worker, Capricorn and Virgos, that's definitely in. But Virgos have a different type of work ethic. They are very strategic and methodical. So when you talk about, like I mentioned, wanting to know everything, wanting to see the bigger picture, wanting to understand all the details of every situation before they, do anything, before they make any moves, they definitely want to know. Virgos are very the Virgos have OCD. I mean, it's like they want everything clean. They want everything, it has to be right, and Virgos are very intellectual as well. Virgos are funny too. They're jokesters as well. They like to laugh and they like to talk, make jokes, and they also Virgos are very one of those signs that can be a little too determined to where it can just basically they can just forget about the world around them type of determined. Their determination can rule, um take over everything. But you also have signs in your chart that are kind of help that energy, pull from that energy, like your Tauruses. Tauruses are driven. Tauruses are focused, but Tauruses have a slow up beginning to things. So they're procrastinators. So the way they would approach something, they will have to they procrastinate a little bit. They're a little lackadaisical about things. So when they do things, it's more of a slower acquisition to it and a slower approach. But you have that Scorpio and that Libra. That's Libras in your Mercury. Now, Libras are very intellectuals, but Libras will let you know that they're intellectual. They don't like to get left out of the air signs because Libras rule the mental plane as well. You have your Aquarius, your Geminis, and your Libras that rule the mental plane, which is air. But Libras are not known for their intellect more so than they're known for their romancing and their romantic side and how they dress and how they like to smell. I mean, she probably, the way she thinks, which Mercury rules the intellect and communication, the way she communicates, she probably thinking while she talks. She probably you know, like I said, with that Virgo and that Libra, she's probably very methodical, very strategic. She probably want to know everything. Uh, a quick thinker, but Libras have that scale. So they're also like a Gemini. They have that duality to them, but also Libra is like even. They like to have everything fair and even. So if you want a Libra to judge something, or you want to have a judge on a panel or something, get a Libra. They're very fair and understanding, and
See,
also
all
they're
these
very
last ones was all nice and shit.
they're very intellectual. No, but she do have a Scorpio on her Venus. Yes, yes, yes. She have a Scorpio on her Venus, and then she have that Mars and her Capricorn.
Mhm,
I'm sorry, she have Capricorn and her Mars.
mhm.
Being with that those two combinations, which Venus and Mars go hand in hand to me because, like I said, Venus is your emotional aspect of love, and Mars is your physical aspect of love. If you're talking about love, and you're talking about that combination, Scorpios is very let's get it popping. But like if she meets someone pertaining love aspect, she probably will be like Scorpios are not fast moving signs as much as they are I'm with it. Like, you know, a Scorpio can probably teach any sign about anything. Um Scorpios are very passionate and possessive. Scorpios is
Mhm.
probably your most possessive sign of the zodiac as far as
Listen,
like
I'm gonna let it be
feeling
known. I'm
like
gonna because
feeling
while
like
we
they
keep
own
being,
you.
because while we keep being slandered, you know what I'm saying?
Scorpio,
Us,
listen, Scorpios have a lot of good traits. However, you got to take the good with the bad because Scorpios also are scorpions and they will strike at you. And they are, you heard about the
hey,
scorpion and the frog?
be,
He said,
I ain't
"It's
gonna,
just
I ain't
in
gonna push
me.
back on that one.
He's
You know what
just
I'm saying?
in me. He just
Yeah,
what he said. He said it's just in me. It's just I can't help it.
I came out like that. That snapshot
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
popped out. That's what it was.
yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying? So any last things you want Tanisha to walk away with, just so she feeling better about
Tanisha,
herself?
Tanisha, you have water in your chart. Your chart is very complex. I will have to look at your houses to really get a more in-depth reading on you. But that would tell a whole different story about your characteristics and your home life and your values and all those other things about you. However, with you, you are very earthly and down to earth type of person. You have three earth signs in your inner planet. So your earth rules your inner planet, meaning that you are very focused, a very focused person, which is a very good about you. You can basically stay on subject. You can basically very strategic, very methodical. You pace yourself very well. So that's good. Those are good traits to have. But you know, like I said, there's more to you than that. Hit me up if you need a more in-depth reading. There's a lot more to you than that, especially in your outer planets and your houses, and so much more to it. So
Yo, that's the level of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't feel like it take away from just the what's it called? The motherfucking just the surprise of it all, just like they're just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, you know what? It doesn't. I feel like it's a different energies. You got to understand environmental influences that play a huge role in people's lives. You got to understand it's a lot of other things and aspects that take place in people's lives that will surprise the hell out of you. I mean, heartache, pain, how they deal with stress and trauma, all those things impact their charts heavily. So, and you can
Yeah,
find that out about their charts as
and I do
well.
want to
So,
point out that Tanisha said she don't need a Scorpio. She divorced one. Um,
oh, yes.
well, Tanisha,
Yeah, she
um,
definitely would attract Scorpios and Cancers
see,
and
see,
Pisces. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And she did say thank you. You know what I'm saying? She learned a little bit about herself. And it was pretty generous. Like I feel like all of it towards the end there, I don't know. I guess it's the
You're right.
more rambunctious ones that was like, tell me about me first. You know what I'm saying? And the more calm, more reserved, it was like, well, I'll put mine in the chat too. I'll
Yeah,
find out.
and listen, look, it's all about the energies. But look, it's a lot, some in there that I did start off generous. Now, when they hit me up, it's gonna get deep.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, and that's
It's
why, hey, hit
gonna
her
get
up
deep.
if you need a holistic
Yeah,
expert. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we close out, I do want to get to a few of my the last of my natal chart. Just a few more things. I want my closing remarks. The last things, what you want me to know. What should I know about myself as a Scorpio and with all this other shit involved? So let me pull mine back up.
Let me pull yours
Um,
back up
because
too.
look, I need to know this because my wife know this. I think she know this. I think she been knowing, and I think she been using it against me low key, and ain't really told a nigga. And so, because it's certain things like our arguments didn't change and shit, and she
She know
responded a
you.
lot.
She
She responded a
that is
lot
good.
calmer to shit that I was like, wait, hold on, you not. I think I said some shit, and she was just like, I figured. Like, you figure what? What the fuck? Like, wait, like nah, like and I thought I was saying something slick. I thought she was gonna. I thought I
That
caught
is
her off guard with that one.
funny.
I thought
Yes.
I caught her
Oh
off guard.
man.
Nah, she was like, I figured. You,
Oh
nah, fuck
man.
that. So yeah, I need to know what she know. You know what I'm saying?
That is
So that
funny. I got you.
so I can catch up because I don't like this. I don't. I'm uncomfortable. You
I
feel
can
me?
tell you how you deal with conflict. You actually have a sign portraying that.
Wait, wait, hold on. Hold on.
Actually
Hold
do.
on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Like,
How you deal with conflict.
hold on. I did it wrong. I did it wrong because it's 3:30 p.m. Let me get it right, and
All
then
right, I got you pulled up.
we can get mine going, and then we could close it out. Hopefully ain't nobody tuned in still and be like, nah, we don't want to know nothing about this nigga. I don't want y'all in my business. No way. But for my brothers that's watching, the sisters is on it. We got to be on
All
it too.
right.
All right, so
So
let's.
you
So
have
go ahead.
all right, so conflict wise, you have your you obviously have your Mars, your Mercury, and then you have that MC. I know we spoke about that earlier. It's your midhaven and
Mm.
base or your midheaven. I'm sorry. So basically, you have Capricorn in combination with that Libra, and you have that Mercury. Or your Mercury is in Scorpio. So conflict wise, you have those energies where you probably want to literally talk things out. And like I said, your talking
Yeah.
consists of a lot of thinking, but you rather talk things out, and you will choose the non-confrontational route before it strike a nerve. Now, it can get very tiresome very
Wow.
quick if you are not if you're not understood. If they don't follow you, it can get ugly. So, when that Scorpio will strike, but you will take the easier route first. Unlike an Aries, which will strike fast and hard and without any question, you have a very understanding and patience about you. Um, but it can and will irritate you if that person is not either A, understanding you, or B, trying to compromise with you. So, compromising with you means that they cannot take out of you what you already said. Do not devalue you, and please validate everything that you said. If not, if you just throw it out and say you're wrong or this is not it, then you will get uncomfortable. Things can get uncomfortable. So, with Scorpio, we have to be
Man.
very careful and validate what they say. Please validate it because they're very passionate about what they say because they know they're smart. It's like you can't tell a Scorpio they're not smart. So
So
they
what is
own
it
what they
about?
say.
What is it about my ascendant being in Aries?
Oh, okay. So ascendant is basically a little brief understanding about ascendant is basically like I said, the Earth is on its axis and it spins on its axis, and is one side of the Earth is Sun, and the actually Earth is orbiting around the Sun. So when it orbits around the Sun, on one side is daytime, other side is nighttime, and vice versa. When it spins. So with that being said, is the eastern horizon. Basically, you were born on two different sides of the earth at two different times. So, um, with that being said, sorry, I got a message. That being said, your horizon is just like your sun or your sun sign on a different side of the earth. This is your eastern horizon. So, with that being said, it's just like the sun sign, just who you are when you meet people on the day you're born on the other side of the world, basically. So, with that
It's
being
like it's
said,
like it's
you
like
are an
the
Aries ascendant or an Aries rising is the
Is the
popular
terminology.
term.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Aries ascendant, oh man, driven, focused. When you first meet an Aries rising, you can tell that that person is focused. That person is thinking. They have an approach. They very methodical. So they're going to think about how to approach something instead of going impulsive with it. They're very and Aries can be in a very impulsive sign, but also being with that placement, they are thinkers. So they're thinking about how to do it. Now, when you come to work, when it comes to work or wanting to do something, they dive right into it. There's no question about it. You can't stop them. They're gonna dive right into it because they already know they will figure it out. They're gonna have the tools and the ability to do it, and it's no question about it. So having
You
that
know,
rising,
it's crazy that you say that because that's how this podcast got started.
just on the
I think it
whim,
was just like,
Aries is
hey, I think I want to start a podcast. I was like, let's do it.
Aries,
And here
yeah,
we are.
Aries. That's an Aries trait. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're
okay,
passionate about
okay,
everything. So,
okay.
with that being said, and that's the reason why Aries is a very so serious about their work. They will make it look very professional. Aries is very professional, very clean
Man,
cut
listen,
type of
check
sign.
out the Over 30 podcast. Check out the page, follow the page. Cause look,
Check us out.
cause I get because like finally I got some good shit said about me. You know what I'm saying? So based on that, I think that's a great place to go ahead and cap it. You feel me? For everybody that got their natal chart and everything read, hey, I hope it spoke to you. Janae, you know what we said? Like, you supposed to be doing something, girl. Make sure you're not running off on niggas. You feel me? And if a nigga got you, kudos and congratulations. And Toya, we got things to talk about. We got some things to talk about because I got you now. So, hey, we showcasing our holistic expert. You feel me? We're gonna get back into we had things to discuss today, but it was like, why discuss shit if we could talk about natal charts? Clearly, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And if y'all
yeah.
want to if y'all want more of this of these conversations, just let us know. All you gotta do is go
Hit
to the
us up.
chop up or not the chop up, excuse me. My apologies. That's my marketing mode. All you got to do is go to the Over 30 podcast at Facebook. And we now have a YouTube page. Go to the Over 30 podcast on YouTube. And by tomorrow, you will have everything, all our past episodes and the clips and everything else is going to be coming out of this will be uploaded to there as well. So if you don't like sitting on your phone watching mobile videos and you want to stay more tuned in with what's going on the page, all you got to do is go to the Facebook and sit and watch us on Facebook.
Absolutely,
It'd be better that way
absolutely.
anyway. So,
It will. Hit us up
uh,
on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe, Facebook, like our page, share this podcast.
yeah,
Um,
share it. Yeah, go ahead. Even though it's
share
ending,
it.
go ahead and share
Hit
it.
us
Let
up.
other people know,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
let them know about the enlightening experience that you had with our over 30 holistic expert, Teisha Marie. You feel me?
absolutely.
So, hey,
Yeah.
again, make sure y'all check out the page. Make sure y'all following the page, checking out the content, subscribe on YouTube. And any last words? Anything else you want to say to the people?
Um, Man, this was invigorating to say the least. I had fun. Man, we're gonna have to do a part two to this one day. I think
Hey,
that's
let
gonna
us know
be
if you
amazing.
want your natal chart read. Just go to the page and be like, "Hey, bring that shit back," and we'll bring it back.
Bring
But y'all
it
gotta bring
back.
somebody
We'll
with
run it back. Yeah,
y'all. Gotta bring
we'll run
somebody
it back.
with y'all.
Hey, then we're gonna get into them synastry charts. That's them love compatibility charts. You want to
Oh
test and
boy,
see
she's
if
trying to hit
your
y'all with that black
relationship is
magic.
meant to be.
She's trying to hit y'all with that black magic. I'm not the fucking with it.
We
Cause see,
with it.
look,
We
I'm
with it.
already married, so shit. I ain't. I'm gonna have to find out. You feel me? I won't. I want to just find out. However you find out. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm there. I think I'm good, but you know,
It's all good.
I'm cool on that. We'll get everybody else compatibility chart. You know what I'm saying? We'll get y'all right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to worry about eHarmony and all of that. But that's gonna be on the way. Y'all stay tuned. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Everybody that was able to chime in. Everybody got the information. We're gonna see y'all next week, Monday, 7 Pacific, 9 Central. Hopefully, niggas, y'all know how it be. But be easy. We out. Over 30 podcast. We out.